Welcome back, guys, to Ni No Kuni 2 Revenant Kingdom, the post-game, where after gaining access to the legendary equipment, which we may one day make, we continue to be confused by Sin Goal and the nature of finding out his true name. With more quests found across Hydropolis and new higgledies made, we continue to explore by first of all getting another higgledy out of a stone. Batu.
Wait, didn't we use that before? I guess it's for two of them. I guess I thought they wouldn't be the same one again. As we find Bumblebiz the Blowy. It's not Bumblebiz the Blowy by any chance that I have to take to that girl, because it's so near Broadleaf. I will admit to now having suspicions on that factor. I'll take the chest and then run off again. Right, well that's done. I guess it's time for us to go and find that Dreamer's Maze. Much confusement. Why is Batu half naked? Because he looks fabulous. He wants to show off his pectoral regions. I mean, if you've got pecs like that, you want to show them off, right? You know what I'm saying? What's the use in pecs like that if you're not going to get in a skimpy Conan the Barbarian kind of uniform, yeah? You understand, right? I mean, if I had pecs like that, I'd be streaming shirtless, apart from the fact I'd get banned. Look at all those chests around the place. It's going to be desert hot in England soon. Well, for Englanders anyway. The summer's finally hit. Well, actual warm weather's finally here. No outfit sadness. Well, let's rejuvenate this place, which has got the last Dreamer's Maze within. At least it means we'll get one of the recruits we were after, eh? Job done. Who doesn't appreciate good pecs? Oh, let's get out of the sun. And drink our fluids. And dash on through, because there's not much else for us to do. Level 55, are they? So this is the 8th Dreamer's Maze, technically our final one because of the order we did them in, or the fact that I found the 9th one. Both given to the optional areas. You gotta admit, it's so much slower to walk. Playing as Leander for its speedrunning capabilities. We got ourselves a deadly glorious lance. Right, what's this? Why have you come here? Why would you visit such a place? Even those with a taste for adventure barely venture here. The heat is unbearable, and there is nothing but sand as far as the eye can see. I can only hope that you did not venture here ill-prepared and without good reason as I once did. As you can see, things did not end well. Yeah, but I'm not a ghost man. I'll be fine. Is there something here? When you see an arena like that and it's completely empty, what do you personally think? It's a boss room. However, the boss is in the next area.
Ready for this?
Thank you for the gold glim. I don't need it. Do you think his uniform's kind of weirdly ruined by his glasses? A voice can be heard coming from the Higgledy Stone. Right, what's our next one? It's talking about cotton, innit? The stuff is so fluffy and lovely you just grin your head off looking at it. Fluffy cotton? I guess it's the lambkin stuff then, or is it cuddly warm? What do you reckon? Nope. It's the stuff you just grin your head off looking at. So fluffy and lovely. I'd say it's cuddly warm then. If it's not that, then I'll read some descriptions better. Nope, that's wrong. Okay. Moisten, soften skin. Surprisingly heavy hands, soft and fluffy. Critical as catch, good for keeping cool. I guess we just try every one. It's not that one. Next on the list is our green cotton goodness. Maybe I don't have it. Hickey Piggle. I had the least of this one. No. I maybe don't have it. I mean, Rain Cloud doesn't sound like it'd be it. Woebegone doesn't sound like it'd be it. Nothing further up looks like it'd be it. I think it's something that I've yet to find. I can't believe that. Batu's hard to take seriously now. What do you mean? He's like, if you saw him running towards you with a weapon, you would not stick around. I do not have it. So again, this is something maybe our level 4 kind of side of things would be. Don't have the stuff for the Higglestone. Sad times. Well, there's still this further forward, and the Dreamer's Maze should be this way. I'm just surprised that I haven't got, like, all the collectibles yet, in that sense. You ever heard of Dreamer's Mazes? It seems they're incredible places, quite unlike any other. Places are at once bewitching and utterly inhospitable. One rumor I heard claimed that spirits of all those who have entered permeate the inside, filling the maze with a deep sense of foreboding. But I'm in no position to offer you advice on whether or not you should seek them out after all. Look where I breathed my last. Well, that's what I'm going for, and we find another tainted. I'm happy with that. Now, wants to give us an unpleasant aura. It's a level 59 Charmigan. Yeah, you wouldn't stand around if anyone came over you, and that's true as well. Come down here, Charmy. Let's stay exactly there. Well, that was a combo. Stay exactly there. Obtain a prism spear. If only I had that ages ago. Right, well, the Dreamer's Maze isn't actually here. I should probably put that quest on if I'm looking for it, but we found ourselves the goodie guys, so that's not bad. Back out to the world map. That Higgledy though, what does it need? Level 4. We need Kingdom level 4. I'm surprised by how long this takes. Or takes me at the very least. We are actually cutting down the quest list ever so slowly though. So it's hidden over there, in a little bit of brush there. But there's also another Tainted. But how many have we got now? Like 43 or 44? Right, the Singelata, level 65. This might take a bit longer. Especially because we remember our allies don't actually attack this guy. They just stand around it doing nothing at all.
Spirits!
No! Good attack and all. It's all up to me, really.
Help me, friends!
You kids.
Wait! Grab
When did I die? What? I got the spell off and died anyway? Okay. I was really confused when I warped forward. I thought, oh, my dodging would work pretty well.
Here goes.
It's Roland time. Boosting my attack tool. The Higgledy Knight might actually do something.
Sounds useful.
The AI is to only attack this range during this encounter. Oh no, there they go. They've gone in. You could actually get poison on this guy. It'd be great.
Need a little help here.
Yeah, look at the Higgledy Knight. The AI is not programmed to fight these guys properly.
Here goes. Beat this.
That's not a very good ability. So most of the time they just stand far away, unable to do a blooming thing.
Here goes.
Go on then, Batu.
No lollygagging here!
I can throw a rock back. Batu, the barbarian. Batu. Without out.
You shall go no further. You shall go no further.
Come on, Batu, get in there. We've been given the massive buff by the god of the Higgledies. And Batu finishes it off. A gloomy dread stare staff has been gained. I like his kick. It's not a bad sidekick. Radiant Hearty Pendant has been gained. Alright, well, he's dead. Let's get in that Dreamer's Maze, eh? How many is that now? Have we nearly done our Tainted Force? 44. I still haven't found 2. How have I not found 2 guys? That's what I don't get. Like, is it in a location like here that I have not gone into? How come some counters found and others don't? A trapdoor, eh? For the Blowtorch Cave. Yeah, level 10 still alive. I don't even know where he is. I think I've been killing all the high level ones because of exploring new areas. Like, no joke. Gotta go kill him at some point, yeah? I don't know how he survived. Have we even eaten any food during this game as well? So we've gained a few levels since I last saved, haven't we? 80-81 across the party now. Let's go, march about with Batu. Oh, he's the slowest roller in the game. Definitely faster, Leander. Oh wait, I'm just showing the speedrunners how to do it. And yes, I did know you can switch characters all along. It's amazing, isn't it? For all the people that I think thought that I did not know that you can switch characters. I just did not feel the need. No one's down this pathway? Okay. Fat rolls. Not even a Higgledy. I'll touch the save point. I'm not going to save there. And that will fill me up as we do our last Dreamer's Door dive, finally. 9 out of 9. And another person. Best I can do is finish up the quest we got here. The experience of a lifetime. Is that extra experience then? I'm assuming it is. A burning crimson halberd. Oh, let me press buttons. And let me start bashing through the place. This way. I wonder how long this one is. Longer if I take every treasure chest, of course. I'm not talking to you. You guys get me in trouble. Sometimes you just want to start over again, don't you find? I want to go back. I should have done things differently. I want to fix everything. We've all been there. If you're feeling that way at the moment, you might find my powers useful. You see, I can reset the danger level for you, but I have to take all your orbs if I do. Does that sound like something you'd be interested in? Louis, for now, it's only at 8.4%. Let's get down here as fast as possible. I have to say, I find Leander's quick dash kind of nauseating when used constantly like this. I'm good at nauseating the audience, you're right. In fact, I pride myself upon it. There is a purpose behind it, and when you've got this kind of travelling, it's not bad to nip on through, is it? Especially when none of the enemies are either going to A, pose us a problem because they can't attack us, or B, they don't give enough experience for us at this point in time to be worth fighting. That's a quick one. There's another guy here as well. You know what? Let's just ignore you. I don't need you. I just need to go down a floor. And Becca with the spinning camera in Berserk, yeah. A rumpus room. Why does somnium to me seem kind of radioactive? That's a treasure chest, but the door's closer. How many floors is that so far? 5, 6? Items are plenty in this floor. You mean by, yeah, there's 4 treasure chests. And we're just wanting to get out of here as fast as possible, really. Unless you can give me the cotton I need, or the wool for the other higgledy that we were near. That'd be nice. Floor of respite. There's one right there. I'm not even gonna bother collecting any orbs. I do have a lot of wonderments when I'm gonna run out of supplies in terms of healing items, though. That's my main problem. So that's floor 7. It's just the appearing and disappearing that's making it nauseous. Somehow I don't think the rosehip tart is randomly going to be there. It could be. But something tells me that if the game's making it take this long, and it's kind of making you wait on purpose. A quest tied behind cooking level, but I don't have the materials for the cooking level. I'm liking the door setup at the moment, though. That's nice. A TLC tart, you're kidding me. Games companies nowadays. We took the DLC. We took it out and put it as DLC for £2. Oh come on! I've kind of got to hit that, haven't I? It's just too many easily accessible. Oh, we built ourselves up to 20 in a matter of seconds. Yeah, we really did profit from that. Just seeing that massive jars there was like, yeah, I probably should. Alright, another floor of respite. This isn't what we're looking for though, we're looking for boss floor. At least we can recruit Mileniyah at this rate. Right. There's another jar over there. I didn't need it. I mean, the danger level didn't even hit 50% with how fast we're moving on. How many floors, though? Don't worry, Legend of Zelda couldn't teach me to smash jars for the fun of it. I don't think this will. There are a lot of spectral silk from chests in here, though. To be honest, it's one of the more common items from chests. I don't trust any of you people. Leave me alone. You gave me danger level. Well, that was a ghost. Are we there yet? I feel like being the kid in the back of the car again. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? There's a ball of lovely wool. Wait a second. Don't do this. Drew my attention away with treasure chests. Good Oliz, avoid the stranger danger level. The game knew what it was doing. Ah, right, we finally found the last floor. Wasn't actually being that long to say finally, but still. I don't even know why I'm collecting these, because it doesn't look like there. Oh no, there is a treasure chest in here. It's 2. 30 orbs might be enough to unlock the blue one if there's a blue one, so that's not bad. A noon glory, eh? Sometimes I get a noon glory. Boss time!
Ready for this?
The Porchestrator, that's a cool name. If you reach me from here, I'll be so upset. We just did 16k in one hit. That was pretty nice. As we get a white dream fragment. The final one. I wasn't expecting his HP to legitimately disappear in 2 seconds. But that's what it did. He did just die. Super fast. We didn't even need any of those orbs in the end. But finally they're all complete. One more person. I don't know. Batugan, flex. The Blowtorch maze is completed. Now I'll save again, for arbitrary reasons. All the dreamers. All completed. No experience to be gained from that. That's 16k hit though. That was nasty. Right, so that takes us back over here. To Goldpaw, of all places. The Dreaming Chamomile Inn. What, inside it? No, of course not. It's going to be at the entrance? Where are we? Where? You want us to go to the library? Okay. Where, what, why? No more mazes now, just to finish the taint monsters and all the other stuff, yeah. Mileniyah! Here you are, Mileniyah. We brought you all 9 dream fragments. I clearly recall telling you to call me Professor. I shall have to deduct 50 marks for this latest transgression. It's been a long time since we've seen you. The good news, however, is that I can award you 100 marks for doing as I asked, and a bonus of 100 marks simply because I'm a warm and generous soul. So how many marks do we have now? There's something special about you, Your Majesty. I've been very fortunate to have been able to make your acquaintance. Your Majesty, how do you know that I was a king?
Yeah.
I know everything. At least I know more than anyone else you are likely to encounter on your travels. You would do well to remember that. Alright, Billy Big Ed. You really have proved yourself to be the most worthy assistant. I would like you to have this. Think of it as your reward for achieving top marks. An enhanced Dreamer's Key. I've used the fragments you collected to make improvements to the Dreamer's Keys. Oh, so that's what you were doing when you had your back turned.
Yeah.
Indeed so. Now the additional power of which the key has been imbued will allow you to use it to open a new door. A very important one located on a faraway island. You mean there's another Dreamer's Door? There is. A very great adventure awaits you on the other side. Fairly exciting, I'm sure you will agree. It's so flippin' exciting! How come you don't sound excited at all? You wish for excitement? Very well. Then allow me to share with you a truly thrilling development. Your experiences beyond the Dreamer's Door you have visited thus far provided me with a wealth of extremely interesting data. Data?
Yes.
Indeed, and thanks to this, my grand thesis is close to completion at last. Your names will be mentioned in the footnotes, of course. It's truly exciting, is it not? An academic credit of this nature is worth 500 marks at the very least.
Flippin'
That's your idea of a thrilling development, is it? Flippin' heck, man, you need to get out more! Don't be mean, Lofty. Let's take the key and see what's behind this door, shall we? Good luck with the thesis, Professor. And I have one further announcement to make before you leave, Your Majesty. I'm moving to Evermore.
Oh.
Really? Indeed, I require somewhere peaceful in order to concentrate on completing my masterwork. Everyone to whom I have spoken holds your kingdom in very high regard. It also seems you have gathered quite the collection of talented minds, some of whom I am certain to wish to recruit as assistants. You won't send them through any strange doors or anything, will you? I'm afraid I couldn't let you do that. It's my duty to protect my people, after all. Your dedication to the well-being of subjects is admirable, Your Majesty. If only my own nation's ruler had been so compassionate. Fear not, I shall do nothing to endanger them. Quite the contrary. I intend to offer my services in bettering your kingdom in any way I can. I shall ensure that Evermore matches and surpasses my own nation in every way possible. That's wonderful to hear. Even if I am a little nervous about your methods, it will be an honour to count you a citizen of Evermore, Mileniyah. Professor, you must call me Professor. I'm afraid I have to dock another 50 marks. Flip's sake, man! And I was thinking she'd finally given up all that marks nonsense. So Mileniyah is recruited. Inside and insight, expertise on Dreamer's mazes that can help boost work at the Dimensional Lab. Already a master. You'd kind of hope she was at this point in time. Just one more door, indeed. Well. Lots of things. All of these guides here. Were there more than there were before? There are! Because we were looking at stuff like just about the nations. This other world is different. There is another world, a world in a dimension beyond our own. It is a world without magic, a world of machines, whose inhabitants are said to be much like the humans of our own. There are those who say the technology that made Broadleaf so great so quickly may even have been borrowed from this strange and mysterious place. Some records suggest that our two worlds were once connected by means of a tunnel or portal that allowed the inhabitants of both to travel freely back and forth whenever they pleased. It was eventually closed, however, and magic became the only means of traversing that great divide. Now even such spells are long forgotten, and our world stands more distant and remote from one another than ever before. So they've taken that out. Is this going to show us the Nazcan alphabet? The ancient and mystical tribe known as the Nazcans had their own unique writing system, whose origins have unfortunately been lost in the mists of time. Their civilization was extremely advanced when it came to all things magical, and since many of the relevant tomes were written in the Nazcan script, scholars and wizards alike have long considered its study to be essential to the understanding of the magical arts. What more have I got here? Oh my goodness, there's loads now. souls entwined, about soulmates. Every soul in this world is inextricably linked with that of another, but not another in this world. Unfortunately, there appears to be no way of knowing to whom one's souls might in fact be linked. So there's only two in this one. The Mandarin. What follows is an eyewitness account from the Soldier of Goldpool. He insisted on being granted an audience with the Grand High Roller. He said he had knowledge that would make our kingdom prosperous beyond belief. I was wary of him, of course. The man was a complete stranger, but there was something about him. Even the Grand High Roller himself appeared intrigued by him. He said he was a traveller, but that he had a tale worthy an audience with Great Ruler. By this point, Master Pugnacious was beside himself with a desire to know that it might be. I believe that was the point at which he lost his way, and the rest of the kingdom with him. The man was made Mandarin, and our fate was sealed. Dolaran. Allegoria Guide. We've read this one already, haven't we? Indeed. Or maybe we didn't, actually. Considering it wasn't one of the nations still up. His kingmaker was known as the Horn One and was possessed of great power and great volatility. Dolaran, Allegoria's last king, was unable to control this fearsome beast, and his kingdom and land on which it stood were lost. Indeed. Wait, isn't that the same thing? Obviously, it's this whole section here. A baffling barrage of new laws. So that's in Hydropolis. Venturing to elevated places is forbidden. Arguing with fellow citizens is forbidden. Falling ill is strictly forbidden. The young politician was up in arms. When had his beloved Hydropolis become such an authoritarian state? And love, you were also forbidden to love. So many new laws, so many restrictions, and yet it is the one who imposed them who appears to be most pained by them. Broadleaf 8, 7 goals for a better world. I don't think I want to read everything here. This is interesting. Oh, what are your 7 goals then? More efficient weaponry, done. Better tools for communication, done. Simple global transportation, done. Robot soldiers to replace humans, done. Infinite energy supply, suspended. Permanent wakefulness pills, suspended. That sounds horrible. I like sleeping. Restoration of environment is in progress. So they had a priority at that point in time. Magic bullets. Once upon a time, a rich man was abducted by bandits who held him as a hostage. What the bandits hadn't realised, however, was that the man had a gun in his possession, which he used to shoot himself. Angry that they could no longer demand a ransom, the bandits decided to dispose of his body in a nearby valley. The floor of the valley was covered in thick carpet of flowers, and as his body, thrown by the wicked bandits, landed on top of them, a great shower of petals flooded all around him, and he came back to life. You see, the bullet he had shot himself with was filled with magical medicine that only made him appear to be dead, and the flowers were the antidote. He strolled merrily home, where he lived happily ever after. The stuff that obviously Roland looked at to do stuff earlier in the game. It just sounds a bit weird, and he shot himself. Leaving friends behind. King Malja's coup has proved disastrous for the Grimalkin. Their daily staples have risen in price, their employment opportunities are limited, and some have even been driven from their homes. Of course, there is some satisfaction in this, knowing that their kind once did the same to my forebears, who were forced to scuttle around in dark corners as a result of Grimalkin oppression. As a fishmonger, however, these latest developments are far from good news. King Malja insists that I charge higher prices, which keeps the cats away. I dare not question him, of course. The truth is that the Grimalkin who brought my fish were not the tyrants everyone believes them to be. They were good people, and I was proud to call them my friends. Then one day they left the kingdom. They didn't tell me. They didn't tell anyone. Just like my ancestors before them. They were being oppressed, and life here had become impossible. And now they surely feel that I victimized them deliberately, and all I did was follow the king's instructions. Perhaps discrimination will soon be a thing of the past in Ding Dong Dell, but that will not bring my friends back, I fear. I just hope they're enjoying life, wherever they've ended up. Probably. We don't need a guide to Evermore, we've already read that. Actually, we haven't read that because that's new, because we didn't really have a kingdom then. A new kingdom full of smiles, the Heartland Kingdom of Evermore, was founded by Evan Pettiwhisker Tildrum, the former king of Ding Dong Dell, who was expelled from that realm following a coup. The little Kingmaker Lofty originally takes the form of a small fairy, but can still also transform into a mighty dragon, one which bears a striking resemblance to the ancient and mighty beast Dragfornanloft. That's Welsh. It's not like a pun. That's Welsh. What does that say? King Evan was the brains behind the Declaration of Independence, a treaty designed to unite the 4 great kingdoms. It is this flair for international cooperation that is... Oh, is that the Welsh dragon that's actually like part of like the flag kind of thing? Welsh. Maybe it's that. Yes. Yes, it does have a resemblance. A treaty designed to unite the 4 great kingdoms. It is this flair for international cooperation that is his nation's greatest strength. The inhabitants of Evermore come from all corners of the world, which means that all cultures and species are represented. A fact that has resulted in the kingdom having a unique culture all its own. Multiculturalism. A kingdom full of smiles. That's my kingdom, right? I cannot believe it. Every race imaginable, all living together in happy harmony. The king and kingmaker walking among them, perfectly at ease with the ordinary people. The kingmaker was particularly animated in his prattlings. Some these would lead to laughter, or sometimes. Other times to moments of misunderstanding. Never was there a dull or dreary moment in that happy place. And yet the cautionary tale of Allegoria plays on my mind. After all, we know what happens, or follows, when kings and kingmakers grow too close. I don't think there's any chance of falling in love here, to be honest. There's a bit more of a species divide than there was between the Allegoria Kingmaker and Doloran. After all, we know what follows when Kingmakers grow too close. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. But there is something different about this place, Evermore. It feels as though it's been built to last. It feels as though these people will go on smiling forever. Having to check if it's a pun or not, yeah. Okay, we've read that. Though it's probably got, like, an addendum now. A realm resurrected Allegoria. A long-lost magical kingdom, the Nazcan Kingdom of Allegoria, was once a beautiful, peaceful land with a beautiful, peaceful kingmaker by the name of Olizandri. But alas, she was so beautiful that Dollar and her king fell in love with her, and she was with him. Desperate to be with her beloved, she gave up her powers and decided to retain the human form she had taken on forever. When in giving up her powers, she set them free to run wild, and they coalesced into a cursed being known as the Horned One, whose fate it was to lay Allegoria to waste. Upon seeing this destruction, Olizandri used what little of her power remained to steal Allegoria and the Horned One away in another dimension. Doloran, desperate to regain his love, set about misguidedly stealing the king's bonds. Of all the world's great rulers, the Horned One was resurrected and ran wild once more, but was laid low by a heroic force comprised by all the kingdoms of the world, and led by King Evan of Evermore. And with the defeat of this great evil, the peace that had eluded the world for 2 millennia finally returned. Oh, how much? I want to keep reading. There's quite a lot in here. The God of Gods. That's intriguing. The God of Gods has long been worshipped as the mightiest deity of them all, credited with the creation of the world and everything in it. Because it is forbidden to create idols of this holiest of beings, little is known of his appearance. He is, however, believed to be the source of all Kingsmaker's powers. Despite this, few actively worship him these days, and prayers are only very rarely said in his name. The God of Gods. The Fate of Mornstar. They wrote that book. Yeah, they wrote a lot of these books fast. Lo, the Horned One did make as if to lay waste to the world, and Doloran did stand against him. He took in hand the great sword Mornstar, with which his king's bond had been forged, and drove the great evil back into that place between worlds. But having done so, he found himself alone in the world, and worse, tainted by evil's wicked touch. Ne'er has been seen the day, fateful day. Ne'er has he been seen, even. Ne'er has it been seen since that fateful day. As for Mornstar, its purpose met and its work at an end. The hallowed blade took the form of a holy cup and was stilled away for all eternity. In the name of love! This is a sad tale about a king who was ascended to the throne at a young age, the heir to a mighty and greatly respected predecessor, with a great weight of his subjects' expectations upon his youthful soldiers. Fortunately, he had support in the form of his kingmaker, who assumed human guise in order to better assist him. Oh, so they can choose to be human guise. That's problematic. Alas, it was not long before the young king had fallen in love with her. The feeling was mutual. Indeed it was. What I don't understand is, like, we know this first bit, but this was an offence against the laws of the kingmakerly conduct, an abuse of the great responsibility which she had been entrusted. I don't see why this is against the rules. And so their love was not allowed to blossom, and that kingdom, once so beautiful and peaceful, was destroyed. Ever since that day, no kingmaker has ever dared grow too close to the ruler whom they serve again, no matter how great the bond between them may become. Essentially, just don't give up your power. That seems to be a good solution, doesn't it? The Cradles of Kings I've been to across the land. That's where they can be summoned again. The Bonds of Kings. Not so interested in that. The Forming of Bonds. Healed is a spiritual phenomenon. This kind of stuff we know about. A Guide to Broadleaf. Still the Guide to Broadleaf. We've kind of been around everything at this point. Read pretty much everything. May as well finish up now, I guess. When the spiritual power that resides within each living thing achieves its self-realization, it transforms into a spirit creature known as the Higgledy. Indeed, we know this. Higgledy is made for excellent companions, protecting their masters from harm, and also assisting with other aspects of day-to-day life. Right, forming of bonds. The forming of a bond with a kingmaker requires the use of a sacred object, one not sullied or corrupted in any way, like a twig. You could be here for hours. Yeah, I am at this rate. This item will be handed down through generations of kings, and as the process continues, it is liable to wear and eventually break. In such cases, the object in question may be replaced with another, providing the kingmaker accepts the change. So you can just change it at any point. Oh, this is the greatest PSA for spending time in libraries. You'll never leave! King's bonds are metaphysical linkages formed between kings and their kingmakers, allowing them to exercise a degree of control over these great beings. A king's bond will grow thicker and stronger as the bond between a king and his subjects coalesces, but the kingmakers whose bonds are severed will turn into wild rampaging beasts, causing great destruction and suffering wherever they go. I think we've read everything now, but apart from that. King's cradles are where the beings known as kingmakers reside. Overcoming a kingmaker's trial is the only means by which one can prove oneself worthy of forming a king's bond and therefore establishing a kingdom. This kingdom need not be established in the location of the king's cradle, but in times of duress, kingmakers may return to their cradles in order to recuperate and recover their strength. I mean, I don't think any of these would have changed from what we saw before. It looks the same. Why did you not tell me that your friend Roland is far more than a mere scholar? He's a brave and gallant warrior too. Brains and brawn. Had I not seen him with my very own eyes, I would begin to question whether it's too good to be true. You want him, do you? I've read it all now. I'll speak to Bodley and leave, just in case she's got any flavor text. I've read pretty much everything at this point. Including this. It's about my kingdom.
Oh,
Monster, my clever little kitty cat brought back Monster. Oh, Bodley knew you would. She just knew you would, yes, to hear, says Bodley. Well, that's the library. The massive bloomin' library. We're at 1 billion books that you can just read forever. I read that one, didn't I? Yeah. I mean, yeah, thanks for the reading, no problem. Reading really is dreaming with open eyes, thank you. It's just like, what else is there to this place? I'm pretty sure I checked out everything. I'm pretty sure I didn't skip anything. You missed story times with Oliz. Well, you got enough of it now. Yep, we read it all. What more is there for me to do? Bye, library. We'll never see you again. Shh, silence in the library. Oh, shut up, you. Shut up yourself. That was a long reading. Well, I'm clueless as to how to proceed. We now have our super Dreamer's Maze person already and ready, raring to go for probably another research if I have research there. Like a twig. It was not just a twig. Now it's a twig. I mean, Lofty said it best himself. He went, why are you using a flipping twig by ear, man? Make it into a cool sword or something. So he said that, you know, like full on. So you get the dimensional tracker lady, but by the point you've got her, you've actually researched everything, so you don't need anything anymore. So that's weird enough as is.
whoa!
I'm feeling at a loss. I just need to upgrade her and then I'll be able to get some research going.
Hey!
How am I going to get level 4 at this rate? Right, that's on the go. Got pretty much everything else. There's no more quests appearing. I still haven't got any of the goodies to give him for that. Right. Well, we've got a few quests left now. This higgledy thing is most irritating as well. The bandits are back again. Let's beat up Tyran again. I don't know how to work out your name. That's completely beyond me. I've been to everywhere. And there's been no people with, like, the blue flavor text, which they would have the light blue dot. I'll get there, but... it's kind of like, I don't think things should be so vague. Being pointed in the right direction is not that bad, at least, like, verbally. Tyrann's men are attacking again! There's something different about them this time. They look like they really mean business. He did say he was going to make this his last big battle. We better make sure we're ready for this one. Our forces are all set, Your Majesty. We're ready to move out on your command. So that we can drive them away for good and bring peace to Evermore. Let's beat up Tyran. It's easy to just beat him up. Level 51. But we're not too far behind it. That's a twig. Always spend the King's Guilders that we have no other real need for. Level 42. We only leveled up once from that, like, level 50 battle that supposedly happened before. That's Tyran and crew away. Kiss goodbye to Evermore Kinnigans, that we call it the lucky country indeed. But he's the only one that went with, like, the correct kind of
Good luck, everyone.
fighting mechanism. He actually fights you properly. In formation. And it is kind of nasty. As long as he leaves me with the ranged here, I'm going to be quite happy with that. Use you as our front line's help. Back off a little bit, because I need some more. Green on green, red on green. Tyran's in the middle of that match, that's for sure. They kill our dragon. Tyran, your forces are a bit wiped out. Bye, Tyran. He's the real king, he is.
Hi.
Listen, pointy ears. I've got to get back this rock out of your boots. He's got a rock in his boots. Here comes the excuses. This is going to drag on.
Stay strong.
All right. Yep. Or maybe I shouldn't just nuke out some dragons, if I remember correctly. It kind of really did drag last time. Please hit Wanda, please.
I'm in fine form. We can't afford to lose.
That was a lot more HP loss than I was really expecting, but we can field our robots against him now.
Charge!
Oh yeah, put your ranged in front. It's going to do well for you, isn't it? Just move people to his back line.
Leave it all to me. A perfect victory!
Did we just beat him again?
Victory is ours!
Like, really quite simply.